to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. So today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons that most people don't buy their cars. Most people don't buy cars they like, all that good stuff. My 5 rules to why I bought this car, and they're basically the 5 rules that I did not listen to, in other words, to call. If you're looking to buy a car, I highly suggest watching this video because it's good input on why people don't go out and get the cars that they like or get the cars that they've always wanted, but you know, people tell them otherwise or anything like that. So stick around, we're gonna get some gas and we're gonna head out. Alright guys, so in this video we're gonna talk about 5 reasons that people never buy the cars they want. Now moving on to number 1, it's going to be because they can't afford it, or at least they think they can't afford it. And that's how I always thought about buying cars before I used to buy them. It used to always be I just couldn't afford the one I wanted, so I just settled in the whole scheme of things. I can't afford to get a car because of maintenance costs, or I can't afford to get a car because it's too expensive in the long run for me. I promise you, no car is too expensive for you. Number 2 is going to be people's opinions. Now, people's opinions can mean good things and bad things. I have a few friends that'll give me their opinion on cars, and they'll actually just give me their opinion because they care about what I'm buying. And there's other people that will just give you an extremely negative attitude about it. Those type of people you need to just completely ignore. Completely ignore everything those people say, because almost every single one of my friends that'll give me an opinion on a car, if I tell them it's a car that they think I can't afford, 100% I'm never going to buy it. That's what they're going to tell me. I have been told that about the car that I'm driving right now. I've been told that about this car because you can't afford maintenance costs, you can't afford this. I am. I mean, that's all there is to it. The last car I bought, I was told I'm never going to be able to afford either, but I did, and I paid it off in under a year and bought this car because I thought this car was cool too. So, I don't know. Just don't let people's opinions rag on you. Most people give you a negative opinion about anything just because they can't get it and they're jealous and stuff like that. So that's going to be number 2. Number 3 is simply because that car is not reliable from what people tell you. Now I'm going to go by example of this car. People told me this car is extremely unreliable and the only vehicle I should be driving is a 5.3 V8 or a Chevy pickup truck or a Ford pickup with a V8 or a fucking Honda Civic. Nothing against Honda Civics or any of those vehicles at all either. But why can't I get a car outside the box from what everybody else around here does? You know, it's not, I don't understand that. Everybody says, oh, well, if you get something that's not what we have, it's not going to be reliable. This car has been extremely reliable to me. I haven't had a single issue with it, mostly because I'm not retarded with it. I do not modify it in ways that are going to make the car unreliable, which is going to be a completely another video I'm making about this car that's coming up. But yeah, don't let people tell you, or don't let reliability concerns not make you buy the car you want. Wow, that was a really retarded way of saying that. Don't make reliability come into a factor to the point where you cannot buy something that you want. For God's sakes, I mean, that's just stupid. Anyways, number 4 is going to be location. And I only say this because a lot of people can think they are not able to get a certain type of car because of where they live, either because it's too hard to find, or it's a rear-wheel drive car and you have ice in the wintertime or something like that. You know, anything like that. Drivability, weather, location, it's too exotic for the area, things like that. And yeah, I've actually had this come into factor when buying a car. And that's why I say this, is because I live in an area where there's tons of ice most of the year round, and it's extremely slippery out, it's extremely cold, negative 40 degrees outside Fahrenheit. I was buying a rear-wheel drive V8 car, and everybody told me I can't buy that car because of where I live. I drove that car for well over a year, and I drive about half an hour, 45 minutes every single day to work, and odd hours of the night as well. So there is no reason. I had 0 issues with that car, by the way, in the wintertime. I hit 1 tree, but that was because I was acting stupid, and I deserved it. So number 5 is going to be fuel economy. I know, fuel economy, and we all know about that, everything like that. However, a lot of people take it way too far to heart. For example, the car I'm driving right now has absolutely fucking horrible fuel economy online, it says. Which it does, but you get used to it. What I'm saying is here, my last car, I drive, like I said earlier in the video, half hour, 45 minutes to work every single day. My last car was a V8. I mean, it didn't get very good MPG. And this car gets worse MPG. However, when you get off a 10 or 12 hour shift and you get into your car every single day, do you want to drive home for that half hour, 45 minutes every single day of your life just because you're getting fuel MPG, that's great, in a shitty car or a car that you don't like? Or do you want to get in a car every day after 10 or 12 hours of working, when you're pissed off, you're sad, you're depressed, whatever it is you are, into a car you actually like, and you're getting on the freeway and you're going through the gears and you're listening to turbo sound, you're romping on it, you're having fun every single night or every day. I get off work at 1 a.m. in this car. I used to get off work at 1 a.m. in my Chevy Sonic, which it was alright. It was a 6-speed manual and it was a turbo model, but it wasn't that fun. It was depressing. I fucking hated myself. I don't know, just because I feel happier every day getting into this car. And I only got this car because I decided to say fuck fuel economy, fuck having a car that makes me feel depressed, fuck all that, fuck what people say. I'm going to spend more money on this car and be happier every day getting into it, be happier driving home, all because I don't give a fuck about fuel economy. I don't give a fuck what people say. I don't give a fuck if they think it's not reliable. I don't care if they think I can't afford it. I'm just so much happier. Alright guys, if you're new here, stick around, subscribe, keep up to date with all our weekly content. That includes STI content and other stuff like this video. So stick around, hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment on it, tell me what you think of it, and have a good fucking week.